For those who are not yet so familiar with Career Consultants Network, we would just like to share that it has always been our ultimate goal to build up employability and make our graduates or Filipino individuals to be more professionally competent. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the institutions here today. We have School of Professional and Continuing Education, College of St. Benilde. Thank you. Arellano University. We have University of Asia and Pacific, Reach International School, Baines International, Insights Financial Review Services Incorporated, and we also have Activist Nehemiah Center for Effective Communication. All of you guys represent different colleges, different subjects, so thank you all for coming. To formally begin our program, which focuses on the theme Future-Proof Yourself with Pearson, International Qualifications, Skills, Behaviors, and Mindsets to Adopt Today, I'd like to introduce the head of Pearson of Asia to briefly share the mission of Pearson Education. Please welcome Mr. Alan Malcolm.
At Pearson, we have a simple mission, and that's to help people make progress in their lives through learning. Through the learning that we provide right across the globe at all different levels. And we also believe that it's extremely important that we allow more people to have better access to more opportunities to learn, no matter which stage or age they are at in terms of their progression.
Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's wonderful seeing all of you here today. And to join me in today's panel, these are the people you will be listening to, not me and a side show to these esteemed gentlemen. First to be joining us is Mr. Tony Chapman, Industry Relations and Partnerships Manager of Pearson UK. He has over 18 years of experience in driving employment-focused skills development. Currently leading on industry relations and partnerships for Pearson Higher Education and LCCI Qualifications, Tony works with employers and professional bodies globally to ensure Pearson Qualifications offer the best employment outcome for students and businesses. Let's please give him a round of applause as we welcome him. Also joining us in our panel for today is Mr. Stuart Connor. He is the Director of Qualifications and Assessment for Pearson Asia. After teaching English for several years in Japan, he joined Pearson UK in 2004 as a subject advisor for Edexcel's Language and Humanities Qualifications. Since then, he has held various roles shaping the assessment design, delivery, and operations of Edexcel, BTEC, and LCCI qualifications. In 2013, Stuart relocated to Asia to support growth in Pearson's international schools businesses. More recently, he has led the English language assessment strategy for Pearson in Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the front, Mr. Stuart Connor.
Good afternoon. Two things I've learned from the conference today from Pearson, that soft skills are critical to gain employment. Two things, what are soft skills? Maybe creative skills, creative thinking skills, and critical thinking skills, which I think any employer will look for when they want to hire new graduates. Second is that the Pearson program can be a standalone on its own in terms of qualification. And more important than it being maybe more known in the Philippines is the intrinsic skills that the student gets when they get the qualification. So the self-confidence comes intrinsically because they know that they actually have the capability to execute a certain skill, like maybe accounting or bookkeeping.
On the micro level, my greatest takeaway is the value of learning the value of Pearson qualification and the possibility of partnering with them in behalf of TEPS International. And on the macro value, the macro point of view, I see the value of what Pearson can bring to the VocTech and skills education in the Philippines.
My greatest takeaway from this is that even despite the geographical or cultural differences between different countries, I think our struggles in education and in terms of vocational versus degrees is still very similar.
I think the greatest takeaway that I got from the event today with CCN and Pearson LCCI is that there are a lot of avenues for not only students but working professionals where they can accelerate when it comes to the application of the skill sets that they need for the needs also of the working environment. So at least they will be prepared not just with their high school diplomas or college diplomas, university diplomas, but they can also be well prepared with the certifications that they can find with Pearson LCCI.
As an educator, my greatest takeaway from today's seminar is that at least in Pearson and in CCN, I am assured that we can have a partner who will be able to help us design our curriculum in such a way that we know that what we're giving our students, the skills we're giving them, will really be up to what the workforce needs. And I'm talking about the workforce in the future, 2020, 2030. It is very much possible that the degrees, the jobs available for our students now are not even the degrees we're offering, but what's more important is that when we know that they're skilled, then it'll be easy for them to streamline and translate later to whatever work they will be having in the future.
Having an international qualification is not only good for an individual in terms of employability, but it's also helpful in terms of professional and personal development, because if you take an exam for an international qualification, you will find out your strengths and weaknesses, and you will be able to know which areas you have to improve on.
So why choose LCCI of Pearson? I think that having the certification, it does not only demonstrate that you have an international competency, but you really have the job-ready skills that employers need today.